Welcome everyone to Poker House Austin. Welcome to Poker House Austin for our Saturday night 1-2 No Limit live stream here with Tony. My name is Jason Sackler. I am here in the booth. What's up, Tony?
With you promoting as much.
What's going on, Jason? It's good to be here.
Well, congrats.
We
Always
are,
fun to have a stream going.
It is a lot of fun. We got Poker House Austin's best in the lineup tonight. We got a bunch of our regulars, including, but not limited to, the legend Jason Dick, radio personality.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Jason is here.
I wish you all a bunch of second best hands.
Jason's in the one seat, I think.
Yeah, are you ready?
Number two.
And we are playing some 1-2 No Limit Hold'em tonight with a $500 max buy-in, but it's matched the stack, so
Raise.
we should see some big stacks growing. We should see lots of action.
Yeah, I'd say pretty soon.
Yeah. Okay, seat 9.
Tons of props on. I know they're playing the nit game. I know they're playing the 7 deuce game.
That's right, they are playing both of those.
Seat 3 raises to 15.
You can see everybody started out with their little red buttons. Captain Roy with an ace-king suited right off the rip.
Seat 7 folds. Seat 8.
Captain Roy is our resident run good live stream player so far on all the streams we've had. Captain Roy's.
You know who else seems to run really good on stream is Papa Paul over there. He seemed to fold this hand. I don't know why. He's just going to hit every time.
Yeah, I usually don't see Papa Paul folding too much. Captain Roy with ace-king suited flops top pair. Oh, nope. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Flops 10 high. How about that? And a backdoor spade draw.
3 bet, 20. 6 folded, and 8 folded.
Kind of curious to see what Zach has. He doesn't seem to have used the card reader on the table at the moment, but we'll get him there eventually.
Well, Papa P's taking it down. He's going to lose his nit game button right off the bat, so he's safe. Anybody that doesn't know the nit game, the last person to win a pot is going to pay everybody at the table.
I didn't say you took your advice.
Anybody else notice that? Okay,
I
please.
believe so as well.
I'm sorry, so he's actually not safe in the game if Joe. I don't know how to read.
Someone please call my river bit. So I
And
remember
also a $10
$10 bounty in the 7 deuce
I
game.
did it twice.
That's my favorite.
2 times before.
just much the better.
That's my favorite since I try to bluff the 7 deuce every hand anyways.
Start the nit game.
Right.
He made the same mistake twice, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Players already having a good time here.
It would be worse twice in the same game, though. That'd be pretty fun.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We've been working out all of our kinks for the last month or so. We're still working on a lot of it, but
Yeah, let us know how the stream is doing, how the volume control is.
absolutely. Anyone out there watching, let us know how the audio
That would be funny if
is.
you know, just to get an extra nit.
Trying to get
button, you have to
everything,
get an extra two.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Everything's
like,
set
we
up.
like to believe that we've sorted
straddle
out
and see
some of the
that.
major problems from our last stream.
Yeah, I think so. We had a freak storm that came in and
Yeah,
tried to
shut everything
tried
down
to
for a
sh-
few minutes.
try to get us off the air, but we still managed to
Yeah, can't keep a good stream down.
can't keep a good stream down. That's what Mom always says.
Go. Seat 2 calls, seat 3 calls. Seat 4 folds.
It's like Cozy's in there with a 6 deuce.
Calls.
Called $5 more pre-flop. Of course, Paul wakes up with pocket
7
tens here.
raises to 25.
Against 5 other players where only one has an over. A single over.
Unfair when Paul has a hand.
Yes. Blue means it's reading the cards, yeah. Seat 2 calls, seat 3 folds.
A lot of the 5s are dead. The deuces are dead.
And seat 6 calls.
Paul's going to get called by
6 deuce and 5 deuce.
6 deuce and 5 deuce.
They're in for 27 apiece pre-flop. Or 25 apiece. A terrible flop for everybody, except for possibly
Great,
Zach.
great flop for. Oh no,
Zach is liking it a bit.
Okay, seat, seat 7 bets 40. And seat 2 calls. And he folds. Seat 6 folds. Talking to me?
stream is a little bit shaky. We're working on some stuff, but
Appreciate the comment there.
appreciate the feedback. Keep us posted on everything. Hopefully you can hear
looking
the.
into that shortly.
Hopefully you can hear us commentating, and then we'll get the rest. We'll get the rest to work along with it. How's the audio out there? If you can give us some feedback on the commentator and the table audio, if you can hear any of it.
Card. I tried to get the heart. Couldn't do it.
C7 call.
There's a 7 deuce.
Pair better.
I see 7 deuce pop up.
So he wins
Everything. The whole kid
That was a really bad turn.
the flush.
And he did it by calling, even
Like Christmas open.
Papa P wins this hand. I don't think anyone had the 7 deuce,
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed. Yeah.
and all of our kinks out early in this thing. No, Cozy in the 2 looks like he took it down. I think they're working on some action tracker issues.
Yeah, he was definitely going to remember to show that.
So it looks like Cozy won that first hand against Paul with 10s with 7 deuce. Probably got paid by everyone. We're just working on some kinks with our reader. I know there's a hand going on now. Jason Dick 3-bets the ace queen and gets called by Zach. So it looks like we're going to a flop in a 3-bet pot. And
An amazing flop for both players.
assuming this is accurate, I think Jason's about to get cooler pretty hard. Jason flopping top pair with a queen kicker, Zach with bottom 2 in a 3-bet pot. Not the deepest of stacks, so I think we're going to see Jason bet and,
Try to get 3 streets of value here.
well, looks like
Or 2 streets if they get it all in on the turn.
I would be surprised if the money didn't go in on the flop.
Always twice.
Oh, there he is.
Zach puts it in, Jason calls, says always twice, they're going to run it twice.
I do not.
First board is the only board that counts for the knit game.
Oh. That's gross.
Jason sees the bad news and says gross. I couldn't agree more. He does have the queen of hearts for the backdoor heart draw.
Yeah.
Zach blocking with the 9 of hearts.
Oddly enough, he still has 40% equity.
One time.
Oh, there it is. Drawing
Jason,
dead.
Jason instantly says 1 time after he turns 3 aces. So that's going to lock up the first board for him.
So it's all my own.
Looks like he wastes a bunch of outs there in the first board.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Jack of hearts, terrible turn for Zach. And
Oh, got there both times.
Jason gets there twice. Brutal run out for Zach in a 3-bet pot. Zach is going to get eliminated and looks like he's reaching for the reload.
Add on another 3.
He's going to add on 300. Jason's going to quickly
Thank you.
collect those chips and start off with the lead. Let's check out our stacks for the night and our
Really
players.
bad.
We got
And
Jason
then win
Dick
the whole pot.
off to a good start. He bought in for 500 and is already already up as the chip leader. Papa P's in there up a little bit. Captain Roy there in the 3 seat. Turf in the 4. Kyle Thompson there in the 5. We got
Yeah.
that
That's the way I thought you would win if you won again. I was like, it's gonna counterfeit now.
CJ is in the 7. Highway Rambler is in the 9. I know that. And Cozy, I believe, is in the 8.
Highway Rambler was in our last stream.
And that
played
was
last
that is correct. Highway Rambler, good friend of mine. He's my pick every week.
week. He's your pick overall here?
He's my pick.
Really, even against the luck box Papa P, huh?
Even against all the luck boxes on this table. I mean, Scott had a rough stream last time. He's looking to bounce back.
That's fair.
See 2 calls. See.
And Zach reloads 300. We're gonna move on.
Hey, you don't need to. Hey, please scan your cards again. So seats 2 and 3 call. Seats 3 and 4 and 5.
Hopefully the lag is
Seats
working itself out here as far as
2 and 3 call, yes. 4 and 5 folded, 6 call. 7 folded, 8 folded. 9 call. 1 checks.
We are back on here in the commentating booth, working on some audio stuff, working on some video stuff. I know it's lagging a little bit. Hopefully we just fix some settings to get that to stop. We are working all that out.
Adjusted some upload rates.
7 days.
See how
Papa P getting to work with the 7 deuce already.
convinced Captain Roy to fold sixes, and then he gets paid.
Close enough to 7-2. He's
I was
like
gonna say that's pretty close.
Will we get all this choppiness out of the way for you guys? Because we have a fun lineup here tonight. A few of these guys are returning players to the stream. Papa P, Highway Rambler, Jason Dick, a bunch of regulars that you've seen before if you've watched some of these streams. Got a bunch of other locals.
They're rolled pretty, fairly deep for a 1-2 game as well.
They are. This is $500 buy-in with match to stack, and I do expect to see some reloads and people topping off over 500 bucks.
Yeah, even the short stack on the table has over 100 big blinds.
Turf there in the 4-seat, another regular that you may recognize from previous streams.
Looks like we got a raise to $15.
Looks like we got a raise, working on some reader issues, but
About 4 players in the hand so far. 5 players.
looks like Zach, CJ, there's CJ in the 8.
It's like 3 checks and now a bet to 25. It's about a half pot size bet here.
Jason's in the hand, Captain Roy's in the hand. Can't see the flop, but
Ace of diamonds. Ace of clubs. 4 folds. 5 folds. 6 calls. And 7 folds.
So what's better if you put
Yeah,
one
they
on
put
top of each
them
other?
on top of each other. So it does work better. You can't scan them one at a time. It doesn't work.
It's funny. I was
Who's?
the exact opposite.
6. Okay, we're still not reading 6 cards. 2 players to the flop. 6 checks. You got the flop? Okay. 1 bets 80. And 6 folds.
Worried about 8-9.
Okay. Take a look through those 2 cards, right?
You want me to look?
Yes.
Okay. And then ask him to. Well, he can't see it.
No, but never mind.
But just
I
to
guess
keep
he was
track.
one of the ones that wasn't reading.
Everybody
just
in
to
your
remember
mouth.
those cards.
right. La 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 la.
We all think one of them might be the ace of diamonds.
Kyle's been here before.
It was not that good.
Neither of those would be ace of diamonds.
Hey,
Another problem.
Not the ace of diamonds, I'll confirm.
3 confirmations. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
It's getting a little too confirming around here.
There was a straddle in seat 6 and a straddle in seat 7 for 10.
But is that where it dies?
He didn't put the 40 last time. He did not put the 20 this time.
Alrighty, we are back. Hopefully we got some of these kinks out. We still have a little bit of choppiness that we're working on, but I think
Yeah,
the
we'll have a few minutes here due to our stream delay.
we got the decks changed out. We got some setting changes in here that I think might have helped, and we got a hand between Cozy and Papa P, where Cozy turns top pair,
No, 0.
and well, it looks like our reader
2 checks.
a little off because,
Yeah, it's still behind.
but
Like those turns.
Cozy does win this pot with top pair, turns the best hand, takes it down.
Ace gang, yeah, for sure.
Papa P shows a little frustration. He wants to win every hand possible, which I understand.
You know, I hate losing myself. That's one of my problems when I play poker. I don't like to fold.
Okay.
Because it's like, you know what? I'm admitting that that
That's the thing with
I'm
the Nick game.
not ahead this hand.
Sometimes it doesn't matter because
You're just straight up just giving up the pot, giving up the
Yeah,
game.
it hurts so much to lose on purpose almost. Is what it feels like.
It's just waving a white flag.
Yeah. I know that's an oversimplification, but I'm going to run with it.
For sure.
It's about right. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we got 11 of you guys joining us in the chat. I know it's a little bit choppy at the moment, but hopefully
Yeah, we're thinking about 5 or 10 minutes here, it should improve.
Actually, when we get all synced up, hopefully you guys will
9 folds.
all that'll end on the watching end of this. We got Jason Dick in the house. He's in the 1 seat.
Okay, 3 calls.
Jason Dick, radio legend, worked for
4 raises to 30. 5
Waterloo and 101X for a long time, and now is a professional 1-2 no limit hold'em poker grinder here at Poker House Austin.
and 3 calls.
King queen off, not a bad hand to get involved with. Looks like he 3-bet pre-flop.
I think Turf raised it up to 30 with a $10 raise. That's correct.
Oh, was it straddled? It might have been.
Might have been.
Okay. It went check, bet 50, and call.
Captain Roy check calls 50. I can't exactly see what the flop is, but I want to see what the flop is.
Yeah, those are the flop cards.
We are lagging a little bit here.
Ace of clubs.
Here we go.
Ace, 10, 8, 2 diamonds. The turn is a king. So, Captain Roy flops a flush draw, turf, c-bets, gets called, turns a king. Roy checks the turn and calls the turn, another 50, with now a gut shot and a flush draw. Any queen or diamond will give him the win. And we go to a river card here.
I don't see very many rivers here where both players are super happy about.
Well, Roy leads the river. We don't see what it is yet. But he gets quickly called by turf. It looks like...
Where are you?
I think I see a face card. It looks like that might be a queen.
Okay, where?
And if it is, that card gave Roy... Well, gave Roy the straight.
It's a
And
queen, yeah. Roy would have the straight, Turf would have
turf would have 2 pair.
second and
I
third
think
pair.
Paul's coming. The river was a queen of hearts. Thank you.
You know, hearts on the river. Go figure out immediately after I say something. But like, yeah, I don't think there's a card that either of these two guys would both be super excited about, and then it happens.
Well,
Yeah, you live and learn, I guess.
card comes for Roy to get paid. And that's the theme here. Roy seems to run extraordinary on the stream.
I personally wouldn't be too excited about hitting 2 pair with king queen there with a 4-card straight on the board. I don't know that that I have the constitution to fold either, so.
The straddle and seat 8.
Folding's not fun. Here we go. Continuing next hand with the knit game. Jason Dick has lost his button. He's safe from the knit game. Highway Rambler folds.
2 calls.
Folds around to Captain Roy with Queen 10 suited, who just limps in on the $5 straddle.
I love good suited gappers. Queen 10 suited's a fun hand to play.
Kyle Thompson here on the button is going to isolate Captain Roy with,
6 folds.
if we're reading this right, the 8 deuce offsuit. And the button, most importantly.
2 folds. And 3 calls. We're heads up.
$63 pot heads up.
We are going to a flop. And if these cards are reading correctly, it's going to take a lot to get Captain Roy to get off this hand.
Player 3 checks.
Well, the board shows 9-6-4. Rainbow, I think I saw was 10-6-4.
Roy checks and Thompson leads.
And a call.
He gets quickly called. I believe it's a 10-6-4 flop. We're going to see. Hopefully we get this reader fixed. There we go. 10-6-5, and the turn is a 6, so our reader's still a little bit choppy.
That's 35.
We're working all these kinks out for you guys.
I'd be willing to bet that Thompson actually has 7 deuce here.
7 deuce would make a lot more sense.
5 raises to 120.
In either case, he would have a gut shot straight draw.
Captain Roy leads for 35,
It's raised.
gets raised to 120. Kyle raises to 120.
You here with top pair.
Well,
When the board pairs second pair on the turn. A rough spot.
it's not a wonderful spot. I mean, when Roy does lead into him on the turn, he is inducing a lot of bluffs, which is exactly what seems to be happening. He makes the quick call. So,
And 3 calls.
we're going to go to the river in a spot that seems like Kyle's hand is drawing dead.
3 checks.
But also, getting raised by Thompson on the turn there would make Queen 10 a bit scared against a boat.
It
Because
looks-
even a bluffy 4 is going to just made it there.
It looks like Kyle gives up. Captain Roy shows down top pair and wins the pot here. Captain Roy brutally running over the field as usual, par for the course.
I think it has to do with his shirt. Got an amazing shirt.
He dresses the best.
I was gonna say, hopefully Paul has his.
He looks
mic
relaxed.
Yeah, he turned it off.
Nothing phases him.
Yeah, it's on.
Captain Roy can do no harm.
Oh, and he's in the cage. I'm like, ah. Probably some sensitive stuff in there.
The password is.
Yeah, right. So the bank account routing number is.
I'm gonna add 200.
Those of you in the chat, give us some feedback. Let us know how the audio is working, the video is working. I know there's some lag. Let me know if you can hear us. We are trying to work all this stuff out. We got a lot of big streams and plans here in the next month or so, so we're trying to get.
Speaking of what we have coming up in the next month, don't have a pretty big thing with Scotty Wynn coming up.
We've got the Prince of Poker, Scotty Wynn, coming to town August 12th to 18th. Scotty baby, if you are a poker fan, is well known in the community. Scotty's won the main event. Scotty's bubbled the final table of the main event as well. He's won many other tournaments. He's one of the most recognizable faces in poker. If you haven't been living under a rock for the last 20 years, Scotty has been all over. He is a Hall of Famer. He is running the Scotty Wynn Poker Challenge here at Poker House Austin in August 12th to 18th.
Yeah, we have our 100K guaranteed main event.
The week will be, that's correct, the week will be highlighted by our $100,000 guaranteed main event tournament.
Of course, there's a couple other tournaments in there too, right?
I mean, if you don't even play tournament poker, I still don't understand how you don't give a $100,000 guaranteed prize pool shot for $100.
That'd be kind of hard to miss.
It's going to be a great tournament, tons of value.
And if nothing else, there'll be plenty of cash games along with it.
There'll be plenty of cash games, potential overlay in the tournament. Everybody loves a good value. It's going to be a great time. Food and drinks will be flying. Drinks will definitely be flying. Scotty will be having a good time with everyone in the room as usual.
Yeah, that's a staple event. Is to drink with Scotty.
I mean, Scotty just never has a bad time at the table.
I played a tournament with Scotty once down in Florida one time. It was just as fun as you might expect it to.
He's a character.
Yeah, he's a blast, honestly. Both on the camera and off the camera.
I got moved when I was 21 years old, my first year playing the main event. I got moved to the feature table
Like 9,
on day one of the main event.
You ever stay out there for like
Probably the most nervous I've ever been at that point in my life about anything. I got hooked up to the microphone, and right on my right was the legend, Prince of Poker, Scotty Wynn. And I gotta say, just sitting next to him took all the nerves away. He had a beer in his hand from noon when we started until we bagged at the end of the night.
Living up to the name.
Guaranteed was not the same beer. I mean, he was running the table over, winning pot after pot, having a good time. People were losing with a smile. It was like one of the most memorable experiences that I've had in poker, and I can't wait for Scotty to be here next month. I know it's going to be a lot of fun.
Hey, you gotta try to recreate those moments for people.
He's going to talk about all kinds of stuff that he's experienced in his life. He's got a pet monkey that he does. That's what he talked about the entire day when I played with him. I mean, I'm assuming this monkey's still alive. This was a very long time ago. This was 2006, so I don't know how long monkeys live.
That's hilarious.
But Scotty's monkey's probably creeping up there in age, just like everyone else in the poker community. But
You know, I was out in Cherokee one time, and I was about to deal a single table sit and go, and a lady came up. It was real late at night. The lady came up with a big old purse and asked the whole table, "Hey, do you guys want to see my monkey?" And everybody was just kind of stunned. You know, how do you respond to that situation? And of course, naturally, a couple of guys were like, "Yeah." And so she proceeded to take this tiny little pet monkey out of her purse. It was wearing a diaper and everything and running around. I thought it was one of the most funny things that could have happened.
that will make the week if Scotty has a little pet monkey on the side.
Absolutely.
On the side.
I would love to see another pet monkey.
We've got an all-in here from Turf on a 7-7-8 board. Assuming our reader is up and working correctly now, we're still... I know there's some kinks there, so I'm going to need some confirmation of this board because Turf is all in with what looks like 2 overs, ace-9 of clubs, and a backdoor flush draw.
Yeah, 193.
Kyle, ace-jack with a fold, Zach with a fold, and Papa P makes the call with what
189.
looks like 8-9.
Nah, I only always do one.
Turf only goes once. If this is correct, he's got 3 outs and 3 outs only. One of the remaining aces in the deck, and looks like everything is correct. The turn's a king, it's not an ace, and the river, Turf is shaking his head. Doesn't look like it's going to be an ace. Turf's hand goes in the muck.
7-3.
He's going to head over to the window and grab another stack of chips. Papa P is going to take down a nice pot. And just like that, Papa P trying to set the tone. Good call of the all-in on the 7-7-8. The 8-9.
Thank you.
That's how I feel in bomb pots when it chops and I get quartered, you know? I'm like, oh. Yeah. It's not a total loss.
Turf coming back in with 300.
Yeah.
Still has his niche game button. That's brutal.
Way to input the stack size.
I think that got into the reason why he
Yeah,
got all in there with ace-9.
the all-in, you got
It's possible.
stack size.
He did have a backdoor flush draw.
He, if nobody had a 7, it was going to be hard for someone to call, but not for Papa P. And unfortunately, he had like one of the worst hands that he could be up against there, and
No worries.
had 3 outs to win the pot. Turf also a one-time only guy. When he gets all the money in, he only goes once. So
That's my kind of player right there.
yeah,
Correct. Yeah. How much you buy?
I like to run it once too.
300.
all these
Although-
guys.
Got 304.
If somebody's really wanting to go twice, I'll usually let it happen.
A fun game to watch. Most of these guys are good friends of mine.
C3 calls, C4 calls.
It's really irking me wanting to get in this game. If a seat opens, I might not be able to resist.
Raises to 20. 6 calls.
We have another stream on Tuesday, 1-2 game, right?
We're working on putting a lineup together for Tuesday. We're working on getting these kinks out. If anyone out there is watching and wants to get on the stream, please
Yeah, I might jump in there actually.
let me know in the chat. Reach out to us on social media, on Facebook. Message me personally, Jason Sackler.
Yeah, come on down and play with us.
Come on down and play. Come have fun. We got a 3-4-5 rainbow flop.
3 checks.
Captain Roy with the open ender up top with the ace-6. Kyle with ace-king of spades. He's got the backdoor spade draw.
He doesn't want to hit the deuce if Roy's in the hand, but he doesn't really know that yet.
He bets thinking he's got 2 overs, backdoor flush draw, and a straight draw, but he actually has the best hand right now.
Oh, wow. He doesn't know it, but that's the best card that could have come for him.
That is a great card for Kyle. Deceptively checks. Eight of hearts comes on the river. Kyle definitely
takes the bait. That's out 25.
Captain Roy leads for 25 for a little blocking bet, and Kyle will bump it up a little bit and try to get some value. Real hard for him to not have the best hand here. That 8 doesn't do anything, and Captain Roy with ace high makes the right fold.
What, $5?
Captain Roy always with a smile on his face, winning or losing, but generally winning.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And Turf with the last one with the button pays everyone out for the nit game.
Oh, was that it?
Looks like they're doing $10 7 deuce and $5 nit game. So whoever loses
Whatever.
the nit game
You
owes
should
the
have seen the
table
one I
about
was.
$40.
Wait till you watch the one I was trying to get earlier.
And the winner of the 7 deuce collects $10
So
a
now it's
man,
monotone?
wins 90.
So next monotone flop.
So those are fun little props. Well, collects 80.
Do
Sorry.
y'all want to do like all red is 5, all black is 10? Or do y'all just want to do flat 5 for the net game?
So
Oh, now they're talking about when to start the net game up again.
this is interesting.
Keep it at 5 or what?
They restart the nit game on the first monotone flop. So if it's all black or all red, that initiates the nit game, and they're contemplating a different amount for red or black.
Would that initiate the net game that hand?
Next hand. So if it's a monotone flop, the next hand after that starts the nit game. Everyone gets a button.
Okay.
But they're thinking about changing the value based on the suit, which is interesting. I like it.
Oh yeah, huh?
Any way to put more money on the table and gamble is I'm in.
7 raises to 10. 8 folds and 9 folds.
All right, guys. Well, I think it's going to be time for myself to
1 fold.
give one of these guys a break in. I'll have to catch you around in about another hour or two.
Paul, you don't know
Do
what's
it.
on the
Tony's
menu?
going to go crush it on the technical side of this thing. You'll see him in the box in a little bit. Thank you for joining me in the booth, Tony.
Yes, sir, Jason. Thank you so
Go
much
get
for
him.
having me, guys.
I'll see you back in a little bit.
Enjoy the stream.
You guys got me and me alone now.
The burger's really good.
Hopefully Tony can find me someone to talk to instead of talking to myself. Take both of these.
Best Coke Zero in town.
You tried them all.
Busy.
I'm just here for the Coke Zero.
Hopefully we're working hard through this internet issue, and we'll
Poker screen, okay. As long as I get Coke
get this lag out of the way.
I'm just here for the free soda.
I know it's a little frustrating on the viewing end when there's lag,
Paul, no button straddle.
there's
right?
audio issues, so
No, you can. No.
all these streams are to fix all those problems and get this thing squared up before we
Yeah, I might have.
we have some real big meaningful streams that are lined up in the next month or so. So
Fuck things up.
thanks for being patient. Thanks for joining us.
4, 5, 6.
We are doing our best to put out a fun product for you guys.
1 raises to 10. 2 folds and
Got all my buddies here on the stream tonight. Highway Rambler, Scott Hastings, Jason Dick, radio personality, Captain Roy,
3 checks.
we got Marco in the 2,
1 bet is 12.
who is in there
That monotone?
And 3 folds.
as Cozy. We got Turf in the 4, good buddy of mine, Kyle Thompson in the 5. Papa P there in the 7, CJ in the 8, and Zach in the 6. Here's your updated stack sizes.
Yep.
Jason Dick and Papa P and Captain Roy all up a bit. Scott, Highway Rambler,
Yeah.
hanging around even,
1
and
and 8
everyone
hands.
else working on building their way back up.
I don't know
No, it was a long time.
You're looking for 1-8.
We are playing 1-2 no limit. Lots of $5 straddles. Knit game, 7 deuce game.
Straddle for 5 on C5, and straddle for
All kinds of gambling going on at the table, so
C6, straddle for 20 and C7.
you will see action.
That's good. That's good. You got a point there. You got a bad key. You got that.
You will see action. You will see lots of bluffing. Lots of tough calls.
C9 folds, C1 folds, C2 folds. 20 to go, like 20.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I heard a live 20 from Papa P. Folds all the way around to Kyle in the small blind, and Zach on the $10 straddle completes the King 4.
Guilty, so.
C5 folds,
And Papa P checks his option. We're going to go heads up to a flop. A couple of ugly hands here. The Jack 5 off and the King 4 off. But both of them have knit game buttons that they're trying to get rid of. Flop goes check, check. Off to a turn, and Papa P makes the best hand with Jack 5. He's going to take a stab. He's going to take it down. Papa P is going to show his hand, and he's going to what appears to be the first one to get rid of his knit game button.
15 minutes left. I had the boat in my hand. He had a 1 hour and
There was like one hand without the game. I'm just gonna show all my hands to be safe. Just show it. Yeah.
I have it in my hand.
You never know when they're
10
calling
of you
you
guys
every
joining
time.
us now in the chat.
I lost the
If you are watching, give us a hey, give us a heads up, say hi in the chat, give us your feedback. Everything's being worked on technically now, so whatever you see that you like or whatever you see that needs to be fixed, please give us some feedback.
Yeah, and the 4 and the river.
We're working on all of
That's
it,
the guy I can check now.
and we want to know what you guys think, what you guys like, what you guys don't like. We're working on all of it. Like I said,
We are open July 4th.
we're trying to put a fun, exciting stream together for you guys.
We'll have some drink specials. Every half hour, doing $100 high hand.
We got Jason Dick here at the table joining us in the one seat.
3 folds, 4 folds,
Jason, one of my buddies that
6 calls.
usually joins me in the booth here, but seems to be having more fun beating up on all of our regulars in the game, which is a shame. Now I'm stuck talking to myself here, or at least talking to you guys. We've got a hand here. Papa P raises it up to 50,
Pull it in
and
the parking lot, everyone.
Zach is going to come along with the Queen 9, and we are going to go heads up to the flop. Papa P in position. Flop comes down, nothing for anybody. Zach remains as behind with his Queen High, Queen 9. Papa P in the lead, checks it back. Not much doing for either of the 4 of hearts. Rolls off. Not a great board for anyone.
Siren's coming. He's flipping out. He's
Zach thinking about taking a stab, and he elects not to. Papa P checks back. 10 of hearts puts 4 hearts on the board. No heart for anyone. Zach looks like he now wants to take a stab. And Papa P with top pair, not concerned at all about all the hearts. Snaps it off with his top pair, and he's going to win with his pair 10s.
There's another knit button. That's 2 knit buttons gone for Paul. The rest of us 0.
Everyone else has their knit game button, and Paul has won every hand since. So if this was a progressive knit game, Papa P would be crushing it. Zach's struggling to get something going here. Plenty of time to turn it around.
I guess. No. When's the next PLO stream? That's what when I was waiting to come play. And then you put in the message that y'all didn't even do it.
Save your streams that help everybody.
Yeah.
July 4th.
Okay. I'll be in the one after that.
Tip the table or not tip the
I'm in your Facebook group. I'll see you when you post.
Alright.
Yeah.
If my girlfriend isn't in town, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm big.
5 on seat 7.
Maybe it's for the best. I don't know. I still want it.
You are just joining us. We are playing 1-2 no limit. We've got a consistent $5 straddle on. We've got occasionally a $10, occasionally a $20 straddle. Plenty of action going on in the game. We've got the 7 deuce game going. We've got the knit game going. Got a bunch of fun players in this game. All having a good time, enjoying food and drinks here at Poker House Austin. Splashing around. Kyle Thompson here in the small blind. Raises it up to 30. Turf, who limped in on the button with pocket 8s, I imagine, is probably going to come along here and see a flop.
4? Did I say 4? 8 folded, yeah. I'm sorry if I said the wrong seat number. 7 folded.
That is exactly what happens. Oh, nope, that's not exactly what happens. Turf goes all in. He makes a move. He makes the move on Kyle with pocket 8s, and Kyle, with his king 10, makes the call. We are going to see a coin flip here. Turf goes one time, so we're only going to see one run out. We got an ace 5-5 flop. Turn 4, river 3.
I had one.
It looks like Turf's 8s are going to hold up, and he is going to double up through Kyle. Kyle makes the call and sees pretty good news that he's in a coin flip situation, but Turf wins that coin flip. So pot goes his way. Turf doubles up and is back over 500. Kyle might be buying some more chips to reload. Turf gets rid of his knit game button, and good pot in the right direction for him.
So there should be an option before you hit the inbox.
I'm moving on to the next hand.
You can give me all green.
So you go to that and you edit that. So you edit it and then you hit the other one. Oh yeah, straddle seat 8.
Papa P is eating some of that delicious food that we have here at Poker House. We've got a full bar and menu. We've just revamped our restaurant menu. If you haven't been here in a while, we got some great, amazing food on the menu. Please come by, grab a bite, grab a drink, see what's going on. We've got a few no limit games going on the floor tonight. Both 1-2 games. We've got a third game that looks like it's about to open. We've got this live stream game going. All kinds of promotions.
You said there's bands, live bands coming?
The first thing I want to talk about,
Strategy, limping, and then
as far as promotions go, which they are discussing at the table, the 4th of July. If any of you guys are not too busy on the 4th of July, we're going to have a bash here. It's going to be the 4th of July bash. We're giving away $100 high hands every half an hour, the entire day. We've got a 4th of July menu with hot dogs, hamburgers, pulled pork, all the fixins. We got a lot of good food. On top of the high hands, everyone that walks through the door gets $10 free play in our Luck Box sweepstakes room that just opened this week. We've got drink specials. We've got beer specials. It's gonna be a fun party. If you are looking for a poker game on July 4th, and you know, upset that not all the rooms in town are open, come check out Poker House Austin. We're going to have a lot of fun here that day. Everyone here is looking to come and party. All the staff, all the regulars. We expect a pretty good turnout. We expect a lot of fun. Hey, Taxi Will. Taxi joining us in the chat. Let us know if you can hear everything, Taxi, how our audio is and how the video is. We're working out all these kinks. Taxi, one of our regulars here.
That's a chop. No, that's you.
One of our dealers, regular players. Taxi's been
Top 7 doesn't even save him.
part of the family here for quite a while, so thanks for joining us and popping in. Anyone else watching, feel free to say hi. Looks like Zach's going to take down a little pot here with King Queen. Much needed pot. He's been struggling. Looks like he's getting back on the leaderboard with a little uptick.
Which number correct? Yeah. Oh.
People are starting to stroll in and join us. Thank you guys for joining us. We are slowly but surely working all these technical issues out. All the audio stuff should be working a little bit better now. The lag we've been working on, hopefully we're getting some of that fixed and we're working through that. We are playing 1-2 no limit tonight. There are straddles, there are side bets, there is action, there is food and drinks flying. 3 hours of play here at Poker House Austin gets you a free meal in the restaurant. That cannot be understated. One of the best promos in town anywhere for anything. If you're looking to play poker and get a bite to eat, do it here, and the meal's on us. Jason Dick is going to get the party started here with a $15 raise with his ace-10 suited.
7 folds. 8 folds.
Papa P finds a hand he can fold. CJ is going to complete in the big blind with a hand that we cannot see yet.
5 players.
And we're going 5 ways to the flop, which is a queen 7-3 rainbow flop. Nothing doing for anyone. Kyle flops a gutter. Jason Dick remains in the lead with his ace high of these 4 hands. We cannot see CJ's. Cozy checks his 8-4 of hearts.
5 checks.
And checks around. We're going to go to a jack, an offsuit jack on the turn. Jason Dick still, of the hands we can see, has the best hand with ace high. He's got a gut shot now. Let's see if he takes a stab at this turn. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to take a stab, and I wonder if he's got a plan to stab the river if he gets called.
5 folds. 8 folds.
My buddy Scott, Highway Rambler here with the gutter. He's thinking long and hard. I think he was thinking about putting Jason to the test a little bit and decides against it. Jason's going to probably show his ace high and win the pot, get rid of his nit game.
You remember?
Not my favorite one to show.
We got our bad beat jackpot up over $45,000 here right now. Quad sevens have to be beaten. It's ready to pop. Someone's going to cooler someone and win a lot of money any day now. We've got our flush frenzy once again building up from scratch. I think we are between 4,000 and 5,000 now with that. Someone hit it last week or so. The promotions are in rebuild mode. Everything's building back up. Everyone's trying to win all that money. Back to the game here. Turf is going to limp in with his pocket tens. Kyle limps in on the hijack with his king deuce. Papa P raises on the button and tries to thin the field with his queen 10 offsuit. CJ on his left makes his move all in. He's going to shove all in with ace jack of clubs. The only one with a real decision here is Turf with his pocket tens. He's got only $5 in the pot,
212.
but he is also the only one that I could see making this call for 200 something with what is currently the best hand.
Yeah, nine folded. Everybody folded around.
Not much blocked on CJ's end as far as pairs go. Not a lot of clubs left in the deck, but
And 7 folds.
looks like CJ takes it down with his ace-jack, gets rid of his knit game button, gets it through. Turf only had $5 invested. I think it was the right move. He makes the fold.
Good thing clubs didn't
He
come
sees the
like
hand and
a
sees he was
2-4.
flipping, but I think
That was the toughest decision he's had.
He down now,
I
right?
was like, what does he have that he went with? And
I've got a buddy that was a dealer.
I had a big
passed
fan.
away. That was his favorite hand. So I always play that hand if it's reasonable.
Yeah.
And it was suited.
Coin flipping, yeah. It's got 2 overs. Jellyfish.
It smells good, but I'm not a big fan of super spicy.
Like very little spice, just got a little flavor to it.
My house got past blue ribbon.
He said pass. He real. He said warm. Warm pass.
moving on to the next hand. Button is on CJ in the 8. Ace and Dick in the big blind. Action's going to start under the gun with
Yeah,
Cozy.
it's really good.
Thinking about trying to do
He's going to
landsets that were popular off
limp in. As is Captain Roy behind him. He's going to limp in with ace-6 suited. Captain Roy limps in with his 10-8 suited. Folds around to Zach in the hijack, who's going to isolate to 20 with his ace-jack.
the first book coming out is more of a production pizza.
Jason Dick in the big blind with ace-8, thinking about what to do here.
Be above
Not a great spot to be sandwiched. He makes the right fold. Cozy makes the call. Roy makes the call. 63 in the pot. We are going to a flop. Zach has the only knit game button gone in this hand. Cozy and Captain Roy still working on getting rid of theirs. We've got a king 7 deuce, 2 heart flop. Nothing
You
new
build
again
it.
for anybody. No one has a pair.
You build it.
Zach remains in the lead with his ace jack and
like everything older.
takes the safe route and checks it back. The turn is a 3. Rainbow board. And Captain Roy's the one that's going to take a stab at it here with 10 high.
Goal's got to stay good for
Yeah, I mean, I've got a background in cooking, but
You guys are watching in the stream. Please say hi.
yeah, well, what I was.
Give us a heads up. Taxi Will there in the stream. Sneaky.
Yeah, it was like.
Also in the chat, give us some feedback. Let us know if the lag is working out a little bit better, if the audio is working out a little bit better.
Really good. But
Trying to get these kinks worked out for you guys. Trying to get this game
But it has no benefits.
streamed,
And I've got a wife and son.
no lag.
504. 504.
504 boys. 504 boys.
Keeps buffering.
7-7.
We're lowering the bit rate, working on balancing some things out. So hope that goes away any minute. But thanks for joining us, Dave. Hopefully we can get this smoothed out as soon as possible.
751. 5.
Not sure if you guys heard, but if you don't have any July 4th plans, come on out to Poker House Austin. 4th of July food menu, $100 high hands. Veterans play for free. If you happen to be a veteran out there watching the stream, free memberships on 4th of July. We've got live music by one of our regulars, Molly, who has a band. She is a veteran with her partner, Clark. They're going to be doing some acoustic music, and we got some music later on in the day from another group. Live music, 4th of July menu, $10 free sweepstakes play for anyone who comes into the building. It's just going to be a party over here. We're gonna have live music. We're gonna have exciting poker. I'll be here in the room. I might have to sit down in a game and give some action around the room and try to bluff everyone that comes in.
Listen, I lost 400 out there. I've
I'm
lost
watching Paul eat some of the food we have here and getting hungrier and
600
hungrier.
a year now.
Should have added $10.
I'm still thinking about that 8-9 hand.
Dude,
That really fucking sucks.
anytime you're calling
Captain Roy goes ahead and
behind and then drill it and they get paid, sucks.
limps in with his 5 deuce of hearts. I believe.
It was like, but I was in the.
You raised to 20 and then
Folds around to Zach with Jack 10 of hearts, who
to 75.
But I was in the. I
Bumps
was
it
in
up
the-
to 20?
the $10 straddle. And he raised to 35. So then I called.
Probably think of a different hand.
No, I'm thinking the 9-8 versus ace queen.
Yeah, he made it 20. Yeah. He made it 35, you called it, and he made it 75 on the flop. And that's when he called in.
Yeah.
And then he showed he called.
I'm still thinking about that in a second. Oh.
got a 3-way flop here of ace, jack 5. The turn's a deuce. The river is the 9 of clubs putting 4 clubs on the board, and CJ with the 4 of clubs has the best hand if it gets to showdown, which check, 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 I believe it does. And CJ is going to pull in a little $100 pot here, $108 pot with his 4 of clubs. He makes a flush. Captain Roy almost pulled it off in the turn, making 2 pair.
You're gonna have to make another move like you did last time.
Hopefully this buffering
When you dealt me the first
is
one,
about to
two
balance
cards.
out for you, David, and everyone watching in the chat. Just worked on
Yeah, it was off by
I know it
one
wasn't
some of
mine.
our settings to hopefully fix some of this.
I didn't even
I
look
was
at
just
my
showing
two
it for the
Turf.
player.
Maybe that's a misread because it says he's got ace king.
Yeah, you know you don't get caught that good.
I think our reader's lagging a little.
Not tonight, that's for sure. Very few and far between. It's getting there though.
Here we go on to the next
Starting
hand.
to see a little bit more.
We get that to reset on the screen.
Dealing one at a time.
You playing pity pat?
25 years of experience.
9 raises to 10.
Okay, there we go. Now it looks like our card reader is catching up. Highway Rambler, Scott Hastings raising it up in the cutoff with the 5-3 of spades. Jason Dick, radio personality comes along with the 9-7 of diamonds. Captain Roy has a pair of 6s. He's going to see this flop, as well as Zach with the 9-8 offsuit. 9-8 seems to be the hand of the day so far.
Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah. Shouldn't cut me off.
We're going to see a flop of ace-9-6 rainbow. Captain Roy flops bottom set here in this pot. Two people have a pair of 9s. Nobody with top pair. Couple of back doors there
What is that?
as far as straight draws go, and a backdoor flush draw for Rambler.
Oh, it's a beer. Okay.
The flop goes check, check,
I'm
check
not a
around to the
huge
button.
beer drinker, I just
Jason is going to take a stab with his middle pair. Backdoor diamond draw.
Is it like a local brew or?
Roy lets him see a cheap turn. And Zach also comes around with a 9. Uh-oh. This turn is going to be a lot of trouble for a few different people in this pot. Two people have a 9. We've got Jason, who makes trip 9s on the turn, who bet this flop. Zach, who also called this flop with a 9, turns trips, the one outer.
Must be a stout.
Captain Roy with a full house with bottom set.
Okay.
That's like
Either or, I
flying
knew
bait
it
for
would be one
powers,
out of the
basically.
two.
We're going to see action. I don't know how many fireworks, but Jason is going to bet his trips with the best hand for value. Oh, looks like we might have a misread there on Roy's hand, because I don't think he had a set of 6s. I think it might have been 6x, because we would have heard some noise. So Jason bets the turn. Zach, bunch of players over 500 now. We've had some reloads. We've had some hands go both ways. No one getting absolutely killed yet. A couple of guys who started down have made a little bit of a comeback. So stacks are building. We've got a little bit of an even playing field, and I would expect some action to come. CJ is going to call the double straddle here, which is $10 with the king 10 of spades. We got the double straddle on. Haven't seen a 7 deuce in a while.
Yeah, best case.
Nice to see one of those.
Best case is on coin flip. Worst case is
Zach's going to complete the under the gun straddle with 6-5 of diamonds. Papa P's going to check his ace-8, and we're going to go 5 ways to the flop. And the flop is king 4-4, giving two players top pair with a king. CJ is going to c-bet with his king 10 of spades. Roy with the best hand with king jack of diamonds is going to call. No, it's king 4-4.
Thompson doesn't have trips.
Oh, jeez. We're 5 ways. I didn't even see Kyle's hand. Thank you, Dane. We got our resident Dane here in the box, in the booth, joining me, just to come in and correct me. I need it. I need all the help I can get. I can't read these cards. Dane's been working the action tracker, getting that stuff fixed for you guys. We've been having some technical stuff, and he's been on it like a hawk. No, actually, Dane, you started in the box. You were our original dealer.
Yeah.
So you would, how was it in there?
We had a problem with that first deck, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, this deck that we're using now seems to be working out well.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things that we are working on as far as technical stuff. Kyle gets to the river here with the best hand. Like you said, he flop trips, he raises the flop. He's going to get called by Roy with the second best hand on the flop and turn. And on the river, he goes for a $120 value bet.